Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel, but this time, Mokai takes root. Apparently Riot has revealed another champion, and given that the teaser trailer for the Shadow Isles had already gone up, then obviously it would be a character from the Shadow Isles, and I guess that would be Mokai. Now Mokai is a living tree. He likes to create saplings. So if I were to guess anything about his abilities, from a first impression or guess, it'd be something to do with summoning these saplings. And he's a big dude. So I'm gonna guess that he's from the range of 4 to 6 mana. It's just a guess. With that being said though, let us see for ourselves.
I refuse to wilt.
The first time you play another ally each round, toss 2 and summon a sapling. Okay. Toss is a new keyword, I guess. I think. New keyword, toss. Obliterate X non-champion cards from the bottom of your deck. Obliterate? Is it like a mill effect? Oh, it's like a mill effect, except at the bottom of your deck. Sapling is a challenger.
The Isles will bloom again. I am the forest. I cannot be broken.
Excuse me? It's another just win condition. I guess this time it's in. Wait, what? I am so confused. This has got to be the most confusing one. Holy crap. So, okay. When your units have died or your cards have been tossed 25 times this game. Alright. So, the first time you play another ally each round, toss 2 and summon a sapling. Okay, so basically you try to keep it out on the field as you play allies. Every time you play an ally, you get a 2/1 ephemeral challenger. Doesn't matter. It says specifically play, so I assume that it is not summons. So like if let's say I had House Spider and I played House Spider, I would only get 1 sapling because the extra spider is just a summon, it's not a play. And then I would toss 2 at the bottom of my deck. I kind of like the bottom of the deck more than the top of the deck, honestly. Because, like, if you think about it, milling the top is very punishing, considering that you are getting rid of cards that you'll likely gain or pick up during the match. While if you're like milling from the bottom, then many of those cards at the bottom are not likely to be used this game. So toss is not too much of a negative effect. It's just, and it allows you to be flexible to, during at least mid game. At least that's my opinion. When I'm summoned, toss 3, and so obviously you're gonna have cards that toss, and when they toss, they're gonna obviously have greater value to them. Like This is a 3-2 with lifesteal, which is a pretty big deal. 3-2 is a very great stat line.
Life feeds on death. The Isles will bloom again.
Automatically.
I am the forest.
When I level up, obliterate the enemy deck, leaving 4 non-champions. So you don't instantly win. Wait, does it also obliterate champions? If it also obliterates champions, that would be crazy. Wait, I'm sure. Wait. X non-champion. Okay, so you can't obliterate champions. That's good to know. So, in the end of the day, most of the opponent's deck will be gone. All that's left are 4 non-champion cards and the rest of their champion pool. Which I think is fair, given that like you'll actually, from a player standpoint, you actually get to use the level up version of Mokai if you have gotten that far, because it's his level up is pretty extensive, and regardless if it's from the bottom or top of your deck, getting rid of cards from your deck also puts you at risk as well, because in order to level up, you're going to have to play cards that obliterate your deck. When you finally get to play Mokai, you still have those cards that obliterate more cards in your deck. So you could possibly deck out before your opponent, depending on what kind of cards you have, and how much of your deck is left. So it honestly puts you at a, depending on how fast or slow you play, it puts both of you at a disadvantage. So I don't know how good this card is. I like the idea of a mill deck, though, and this is very much a mill deck, and I think Shadow Isles perfectly fits mill decks. I will say, though, that the Saplings that you gain, they are very good tempo plays. So what will probably end up happening is Mokai, you can either build him to level up, or you build him just to get that ephemeral 1-2 challenger. Gosh, that has so many synergies in Shadow Isles. Ephemeral, like, Mokai would be a very good in an ephemeral deck then. Shark Chariot would be amazing. And like I said before, it pulls from the bottom, not the top. So most of those cards at the bottom of your deck are more likely not to be played. And you also get to know, well, at least both you and your opponent know what cards you're likely to have on top of your deck, because by process of elimination, the cards on the bottom of your deck in your total card pool narrows down what cards you have towards the top. So, my first impressions is he's pretty cool. I like Mokai. Honestly, they could throw any new champion at me and I'd be happy. Because the one complaint I have about Runeterra right now is that there isn't enough diversity. And this brings a whole wave of diversity right into it. Just Mokai. And I love it. I love that factor. He's probably not my favorite by any means, but he's definitely a great card and a good thing for the game, in my opinion. And with that being said, I hope you all have a good one. And peace out. Bye-bye.